taking time out of your day to go through this training to learn how to be a crew leader at Aledo United Methodist Church.
And thank you for taking time and energy this summer to be a crew leader at Aledo United Methodist Church's Vacation Bible School.
My name is Abby Griffin, and I'm the Vacation Bible School Director this year.
My name is Megan Pritchard, and I'm the Director of Children and Family Ministries here at Aledo UMC.
Emily Fowler, Volunteer Coordinator for VBS.
And I'm Tammy Decker. I'm the Assistant VBS Director, and with Abby's help, I help lead opening and closing session each day at Vacation Bible School. During this training, we're going to go over a lot of information.
A lot of information. There won't be a test at the end, but we do have a key phrase that we would like for you to email to me once the presentation is done.
You have volunteered to be a crew leader, and a crew leader is so important at Vacation Bible School. You will go with a group of kiddos from station to station, and once you're there, the best part, you get to participate in the station with the kiddos.
So the most important reason that any of us are here is to share God's love with all the children who attend and all the adults who are here for the week of Vacation Bible School. So we want to keep that in mind as we go through preparing for Vacation Bible School. So let's get started.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about VBS basics. First, who can come to Vacation Bible School? We take care of kids who are ages 3 through rising 6th graders. And if you are a volunteer and have a child that's younger than age 3, we have a nursery open for just volunteer families. So when is Vacation Bible School? Well, let's talk about that next. So we have 2 sessions. We have an evening session that runs Sunday, July 7th through Thursday, July 11th, like 7-Eleven. And then we have a daytime session, and that runs on the mornings from the morning of the 8th through the morning of the 12th. That's Monday through Friday. Crews. What are crews? And you're a crew leader. Well, we have all different types of crews based on ages. So our preschool crews are those 3-year-olds through 4-year-olds, and they are broken into crews that we name after fruits: limes, strawberries, bananas, and the list goes on. Our next group is lower elementary. Lower elementary are rising kindergartners through rising 1st graders. They travel in crews that are colors, like red, yellow, green. Then we have another section of crews, and they are our upper elementary crews. Those are 2nd graders through 4th graders. They travel together, and they are also labeled by colors. The same colors as lower elementary, but they are upper elementary crews. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and so it goes. So that is a little bit about our crews. The last group is very exciting. It's Mission 56. So those are our rising 5th and 6th graders, and they work together as a group all week as well. So at night, our crews are a little bit smaller, and they're blended age groups. So we have a lower crew, we have an upper crew that includes 5th and 6th graders, and then we have our preschool crews at night. All right, let's talk a little bit about our stations. We all start every day together in the sanctuary for Sing and Play Roar. And after that, we break off and go to different stations. We have station, one of them is Wild Bible Adventure, and that's where they go and learn about the Bible story. And then they can also go to Imagination Station. That is for preschool and lower elementary crews, and they do crafts all week. There's also Art Lab. Art Lab is for our 2nd grade through 4th grade upper elementary crews. Our other station is Kid Vid Cinema. And our preschoolers also go to Cinema Time, but they go see a VeggieTale. Then everybody loves Stampede Sports. That is our recreation time for games outside. After that, we have Missions Mania, where kiddos are working together on a mission project all week to benefit people in our local area. And our preschool kids get to go to sing and dance and have a great time. So let's talk about what happens after we've gone to all of our amazing stations. We will all meet back here together in the sanctuary for Safari Celebration, which is a great time of singing and skits and having fun together.
So as an example of your daily schedule, let's say you're lower red. So if you're a lower red crew, you're going to go first to our opening, which is Sing and Play Roar. Then you'll go to Mission Mania, Imagination Station for crafts, Kid Vid and a snack, Stampede Sports, which is recreation, Wild Bible Adventures, and then back to the sanctuary for Safari Celebration.
So the last thing is locations. Where does all this else happen. Our preschool, they all meet in the downstairs portion of the education building. Upper elementary ages are in the upstairs of the education building, and our kindergarten through first graders who are lower elementary will be downstairs in the main building. And Area 56, Mission 56 kids will be over at the youth quad.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about Vacation Bible School curriculum, which sounds super fancy, but really it's just the fun stuff that we learn while we're at Vacation Bible School each day. Every day we have a group of things we learn, and you're going to be entrenched in those things because we're going to say them all the time. The first thing is the Bible point. Every day we have a Bible point which kind of acts as our guiding theme for the day. For example, day 1, when life is unfair, God is good. Now, when you hear the Bible point of the day, it's important that you do something, and that's roar. So, when you hear the phrase, when life is unfair, God is good, what do? Roar. You'll be doing that a lot. Every day we also have a Bible buddy. This is Mac. Mac is a rhino. He is our first day Bible buddy. The kiddos love the Bible buddies because they somehow exemplify each day the message that we're trying to teach the kiddos. Every day we also have a Bible story. The kiddos will learn that Bible story in Wild Bible Adventures. The first day, it's the Israelites being slaves in Egypt. So that's something that you'll learn about on day 1. Okay, after the Bible story, we also get a Bible verse each day for the kiddos to learn. On day 1, the Bible verse is, "The Lord is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes." So you'll learn that during Wild Bible Adventures. Abby and I'll go over it during opening and closing for all the kiddos to learn. Okay, so something we do not just the first day, but every day, we talk about God sightings. We're going to spend a lot of time asking the kids to watch for God, and we're going to give out bracelets like this one that say "Watch for God" for the kiddos to wear during the week, even for us volunteers to wear. And it's a reminder for everyone to be watching for times when they see God in everyday life. Each session, your kiddos will pull together on your crew, and y'all will talk about the different times and the different ways the kiddos watched for God or saw God during their day. Some kiddo might say a sunrise. Maybe another kid says a bird. Well, the reason they might say bird is because this year our God sightings are going to be birds hanging from the sanctuary. So let's say you have 10 kids on your crew and all of them saw God today. We will hang a bird for every single God sighting during the week of Vacation Bible School, and hopefully by the end of the week our sanctuary will be filled with birds.
I'm here at the Connection Center, and this is where I will be every day during VBS. So volunteer check-in is going to happen on Sunday afternoon, July the 7th at 3:30. All volunteers need to arrive for volunteer check-in. At volunteer check-in, you will get your volunteer shirt, your volunteer name badge, and your bandana that corresponds with the color of your crew. You need to wear your shirt, your name tag, and the bandana every day to VBS. This shows everyone that you're meant to be here, that you belong with the blueberries, or the grapes, or the limes, whatever crew that you're with. It's a good way for us to see that you're with the group that you're supposed to be with, and that you are meant to be a volunteer at VBS. Each crew has their own crew bag. In this crew bag, you have lots of important things that you're going to need throughout the week. You will have a schedule of where your crew is going to be and what the rotation for the day is. You will also have a map so you know how to find each rotation that you need to be at. You will also have a list of job duties. This is a great way to keep busy hands and busy feet occupied while you're changing from station to station to station. So use this. It's a great tool, and the kids love to have a responsibility. You will also have a list of kids that are in your crew and any notes that you may need to know about those kids. It is not going to be 100% complete the first session that you arrive, because we are going to have walk-in registrations the first evening and the first morning, and sometimes even later on in the week. If you have an addition or a change to your crew, we will make adjustments to this list, and I will replace that in your crew bag before the next session begins. So you will have a master list of your kiddos. Also in your crew bag, you will have a couple of tools that you're going to need. You're going to have a roll of tape, you'll have a permanent marker, a pen or two, you're going to have a little pair of scissors, some hand sanitizer, you're gonna want it. And then we also put in just a few little Band-Aids just in case for little bumps and scrapes and, you know, bug bites. Kids like Band-Aids on bug bites. This is just a reminder to keep your phone on you at all times during VBS and to also keep it on. We are going to use an app this year called Text in Church that's very similar to Remind, where we can send mass messages out to all of our volunteers to keep them informed and up to date of what's going on. This may be actually during VBS, it may be after your session, before your session, but remember just to keep your phone handy. So make sure that you check in with me every day or every evening when you arrive. We really need you to be here and ready to go at least 15 minutes prior to your session beginning. You'll check in here with me at the Connection Center. Your crew bag will be hanging on a pegboard right behind me, and you'll be ready to go. At the end of each session, when your children leave, when your kiddos leave from your crew, they are going to give you their name tag. That's kind of how we know who's in charge, who's got the kid, who's responsible for the kiddo. So at the end of your session, you are going to have an armful of name tags. You are going to bring them to registration. They are going to hand them, or they are going to hang them on a pegboard, and you are going to bring me your crew bag at the end of your session. I will take that crew bag, I will organize it back for you, we're going to put it on the pegboard, and it'll be ready to go for you that next day. Remember that this is where you will find me the entire week of VBS. So if you need anything, again, feel free to call or text me, or you can find me right here at the Connection Center.
Everyone who volunteers at Vacation Bible School must be ministry safe. Some of you are already ministry safe, but if you're not, you will receive an email from me so you can take a background check and watch a video and answer some questions. It's called a quiz, but it's not that hard. A couple important things I want you to know about Ministry Safe is there must be at least 2 adults in every single room. The more, the better, but 2. The next thing I want to talk about is bathrooms. All the kids are going to have to go to the bathroom at some point, and it's your job to make sure they get there safely. When you take a child to the restroom, you are going to hold the door open but stand in the hall. Not the door to the stall. Let the child go into the restroom and you say out. Please don't go in the restroom with them, even if they're the same gender as you. The next thing is youth. I know you want to pick up the kids. They're stinking cute, but please don't. No one needs to pick up the kids or give piggyback rides. Now, accidents are going to happen. We have kids. That's okay. Keep your phone on and text either Abby, Tammy, Emily, or myself. We can help you get the problem figured out. It's gonna be okay. And I just talked about having your phone. Please have your phone on and have the sound on in case we need to contact you or you need to contact us. So yes, your phones are important to stay connected with everyone, but please don't take pictures of the children, and definitely please don't post them on social media. We have an awesome photographer who's gonna take care of that for everyone. It's going to be a great summer, and let's get ministry safe.
All right, let's talk logistics. Our first day is controlled chaos. It's a wonderful celebration of the fact that we have a lot of kids coming, so let's talk a little bit about how that works. So when our families arrive, they're going to go up and find their color crew with their names on some big bulletin boards outside. And then they will make their way into the narthex and find that corresponding color tablecloth. Go to that area, and then they will work on standing in line and eventually getting their child's name tag. And then one of 2 things is going to happen. A youth is either going to escort them to their color pew area in the sanctuary, or it's okay for parents to escort them down and put them in the color area pews. So what happens to all those people who haven't registered yet? There's going to be a registration area outside of the choir back here behind me, and they're going to be able to go in there and register and get all that taken care of, get a name tag. There will be youth there that will also help take them and put them in that pew. And then every day after that, they're going to come in, go straight to their tablecloth where their color crew is, get their name tag, and go have a seat with their pew, with their crew in their pew. And at night, they're going to go get their name tag from their color table and then go into the chapel and find their other tablecloth table so they can have dinner with their crew. grape. Do you think we can find the grape table? Welcome to VBS.
My name is Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. Are you a grape? Let's find your name tag. Oh, here you go, Miss Lucy. You see the purple crew?
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Hi, Lucy. Welcome to VBS. Come on, have a seat.
All right, so let's talk now about pickup. How do we get all these kids safely home with their families? The most important part of this whole thing is on the back of every name tag is a 4-digit code. So when parents come down the aisle to find their child at the color pew, you as a crew leader need to make sure that they know that 4-digit code that's on the back of their name tag. Once they tell you the code, you can take the name tag off the child and send them along with their family. If, for some reason, they come and they don't know the code, babysitter, grandma, dad, someone who doesn't know the code, you just tell them simply they need to contact whoever registered them and get the code so that we can make sure and we give them to someone who is connected to them and has permission to pick them up. Sometimes they might get frustrated. You can send them to see one of us and we will be happy to help them make that happen, but we are not giving anybody a child unless they have the code.
Hi, Lucy. Look who it is.
Did
It's
you have fun
Mom.
today?
All right. What is that special number?
1920.
Wonderful, Miss Lucy. See you tomorrow for another great day. Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's talk about how we get everybody out of the sanctuary safely and efficiently. All the doors at the back are going to be very clearly labeled so that people coming to pick up their kids know where to go. They're going to go down that aisle and find their child at the end of that pew, go through the sign-out procedure, and then they have to go all the way down to the front and out over to the aisles that are along the stained glass windows and exit that way. Whether they are coming down the center aisle or the 2 inner aisles, everybody has to come all the way down to the front and out along the stained glass windows. And if you'll help us keep that flow, it will be perfect. Now, if they have one kid on one side of the sanctuary and one kid on the other side of the sanctuary, guess what? They still have to go all the way down, out to the edge, back to the back, and then down the aisle to get their other child. So my favorite part of Vacation Bible School, hands down, since my son was 3 years old, is that we give communion to the kids at the 4th session. The most wonderful part of the communion process we're going to go into when we talk further, but I want to share a little bit with you about how that happens. During KidVid, someone from the church is going to be in that KidVid station and talking to the kiddos about how they take communion and why they take communion. If for some reason there's a kiddo whose parents don't want them to take communion, we will very clearly know that, you will know that, and then when it comes time to do communion, we can just give them a blessing. So who is serving communion? This is the greatest part. You have spent 4 days now with these precious children, and when it comes time for communion, we will bring you the cup and we'll bring you the bread, and you and your other crew leaders get to serve communion to these children. And you will know if one of them needs a blessing or if one of them is allergic to grape juice. But you can give them that blessing or serve them communion and have that special time with these kids. So our evening crew leaders, you guys have a special treat because you get to eat dinner here at 5:30 every night at a table with your crew, and I promise it's yummy. So the way that works is, once they get their name tag, they're going to come have a seat with you at the table with the tablecloth that is the color of your crew. You're going to eat together. You're going to help some of the little ones eat a little bit, color some coloring pages, and then we'll have blessing time, and eventually it'll be time for them to be released into the sanctuary for us to get started. So at the end of this glorious week, we have VBS Sunday, and that is going to be on July 14th at 11 o'clock. We are going to all squish and gather into the sanctuary and somehow get everyone squished and gathered onto the stage. We need all of your help. All the crew leaders need to be up on stage helping us manage those kids so that we can celebrate the end of our week and share with families what we've learned. Thanks so much for taking the time to do the crew leader training. We are so excited that you're going to help us at Vacation Bible School this year.
The key phrase is Mac the Rhino. Remember to email it to me so I know that you've completed crew leader training.
Okay, so how do you reach us? You can text me, Tammy Decker, at 682-3 365-8113.
Emily Fowler, 817-475-2311.
You can text me or call me, Megan Pritchard, 817-266-8119.
And you can text or call Abby Griffin, 817-253-7753. Again, thank you so very much.
Again, Mac the Rhino.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.